Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, elves and orcs, and welcome to Gustav Making Stuff. Well, we're gonna have fantasy weeks with a little bit of things, because I am going to make a lot of fantasy characters for a very, very low budget production of a fantasy. But that doesn't mean that we can do some cool stuff with it. So, I am going to make some stuff, and I'm also going to kit bash stuff of things I already have in my storage, which you might have to take a look at. Let's move along then. So, what we're gonna start here with actually having my mannequin here to dress this guy up, because these costumes are this big one here. It's the heavy one. It has been scrapped by other costumes, like this shirt I have that was previously used in another movie for a kind of a tank Nazi monster thing. Anyway, so now this is also the parts from the original monster goat thing. This is the head, actually have as a shoulder, and the shoulder is actually a shoulder. So now I have this piece here that we are going to use as a collar for making it, you know, armored. And I also have this big piece here that I have shaped in a little bit of interesting... There is no concept art I have to use for this project here, so I am just making what I can find what I have. So I have this strip there to make a little bit of a ledge to the armor, and I have this rune circle, which is also have been used on the goat costume from Kill Team. See Kill Team, it's on my site, or go to Indie Lane and pay a few dollars to support me on that. Anyway, so now we have this little flower pot here, which I will go make as the arms. Not only as helmets, which is a popular thing I have done, but this is also being used for the arms. And now you see I glued some hand armor on top of it here, and now we're just gonna paint this all grey. And don't worry if things look weird in the background and have like other things, because I have made like 12 costumes in 2 weeks, so, and all at the same time, so it's a little bit lot of things to do and going on at the same time here. But all of this will be on the channel, so don't worry. I also made a big pair of shoes to this, which I will put in a separate video, because they are kind of universal things to make for any kind of project. So stay tuned to that, it will be uploaded directly after this one. So now you see we have it grey here. Now we're gonna put on some metal paint to make it a little bit more look greyish metal-y, which just having a dry brush on it like that. And now we have the hands from the goat monster from Kill Team here, which I am going to reuse. It actually have, like, you know, strings, so you can pull inside, so the finger will move. It doesn't really work very well, but well, it was an ambitious thing to do, and I did it. So you see, there they are moving. So a goat monster with a giant sword in his arm can fight a mech monster, because that's fun. Anyway, so we're going to harvest the sword there, where we have now just taking that off, and we are going to rip off things so we can make a giant cutty swordy thingy. And you see, I put it all out there, and I attached a plastic handle to it, just screw that on with rivets, drill rivets, and now I just put some a little bit of scraps to do that, so it looks a little bit like a Final Fantasy thing here, which actually Final Fantasy sword looks like a giant Roman sword sometime, because and also a cap on the end there. Now we are going to paint this grey foam even greyer with other grey paint of great interesting grey, because grey is apparently a very, very interesting color. It's so Soviet, it's grey, or is the other thing around? Anyway, now let's put on some silver here also. And you see I have carved in some little runes there, which we will sooner highlight with some red paint, but you just see that I'm trying to make these two old things playing together, the old and new one. I also wrapped it in leather, which I forgot to film, but I did it. So now you see, there. Don't worry, I will take it up in a video about swords in general. But anyway, here we have it, there. And now I'm going to fill in the little red runes here, because the initial idea to make it like a Viking, but that kind of derailed. And also the helmet that I will soon show you. I actually made a completely tutorial video for that several years ago, which I never posted, and then it just disappeared in a clean out of a hard drive. So you see, there it is, the helmet put together with other things, and I think it will look great. So stay tuned for the boots episode, and thank you for watching this Fantasy Months. Bye!